To quote Yogi Berra, it gets late early out there. Yes, it's relatively early in the season, but far be it for me to spoil the good vibrations of the 6-1 first-place Marlins. But not only have they undergone enough tumult that, as manager Don Mattingly quipped, I feel like we've played half the season. Just wait for what's on tap. After a COVID-19 outbreak, the Marlins appear to be taking a page from the fictional Indians in Major League, as president of baseball operations Michael Hill was forced to make a rash of moves. Imagine him scouting a player and asking, "What league did you play in?" "California Penal." But this plucky group of ragamuffins have returned with wins. They've got Pat Venditti, who a newspaper headline famously declared him as baseball's first amphibious pitcher. He's also ambidextrous. Here's a Marin, two pitchers named Josh Smith, and a former Olympic medalist in speed skating. Infielder Eddie Alvarez, a 30-year-old Miami native who won a silver medal in speed skating at the 2014 Winter Olympics and had yet to play in the majors. I'm sure he's got fast feet. The Marlins had just a 9.2% chance to make the postseason, even after the playoff format was expanded to 8 teams in each league, according to Fangraphs. Only the Orioles and Mariners had lower odds across baseball. Entering Friday, Miami's playoff chances stood at 20.5%, nearly the same as the D-backs, who were a trendy postseason pick. Now, last year, the Mariners set an MLB record with 67 players used as well as 42 pitchers. Now, just 7 games into the season, the Marlins, with 24 pitchers used, are more than halfway to the Mariners' figure. They'd be hard-pressed to break the record, but there's time. They've already added 6 pitchers that were from outside the organization. There are 31 pitchers on their original 60-man player pool for 2020. The 2017 Twins used 36 pitchers on their way to a surprising wildcard berth. That's the most pitchers used by a team that made the postseason. More on the schedule, including the 6 games they have to make up against the Nationals and Phillies, 3 versus each. 37 of 53 remaining games, a hair under 70%, are in division. Last year, the Marlins got scorched by the NL East for the most part. Against the NL East in 2019, that's right, Atlanta 4-15. It was getting ugly, especially against the Mets and the Nationals. So 30 of 53, 56% of the remaining games are versus those 3 teams against which they won only a third of games last season. So that's not to mention the AL East. They got to play them, too. Marlins have 6 total games against their in-state rival Rays. They end their season with 3 in the Bronx. With the changes, the Marlins will also have a stretch of 4 doubleheaders in a 10-day span in September, and will have a stretch of 27 games in 23 days. Miami will be the first team since 1992 to play 4 doubleheaders over a 10-day span. I get that there's 7-inning doubleheaders, which we all love here, but still. Prior to this season, the last baseball team to play 27 games over a 23-day span, we're going to get Ron Darling in here. The Mets in 1986, world champions. It's been a Herculean struggle to get to this point, but to actually make the playoffs, to quote Douglas Adams, so long and thanks for all the fish.